About a decade ago, a home in Gary, Indiana was demolished because of the demonic activity that occurred there. The home was nicknamed a portal to hell. Numerous demonic instances occurred at this home. For instance, the people who lived in the home were sometimes possessed by those demons.
It's your first look inside the house known as the Portal to Hell, a place where demons supposedly wrought havoc with a helpless family in horror straight out of The Exorcist.
In 2012, a mother who had experience in the home was interviewed. Out of the experiences, she shared the fact that her daughter levitated above the bed and suspended in midair. The girl was raised right off her bed and levitated. She quite literally levitated. The demon would speak out to the family, and the family described the voice of the demon as sounding quite literally like death.
We spoke inside the front porch, the precise spot where a terrorized mom claims that horseflies mysteriously swarmed in the dead of winter, as they did in the Amityville Horror. Then there was that mysterious figure that appeared in the window when the house was supposed to be empty. This is the other side of that window.
There are reports that there was a residue that would come down the blind.
The lady recounted that she, along with her family, witnessed clear liquid seeping from the walls and footsteps that could be heard on the basement stairs with no trace of anyone. Now, what really caught my attention is the fact that doctors, nurses, a priest, and several police officers all witnessed these events, which included her son walking backwards up a hospital wall. That is something that literally defies all logic. But one thing you need to remember when dealing with demons, they are supernatural in nature. Just imagine that her son walked backwards up a wall in a hospital, and all the doctors and nurses ran away. This wasn't witnessed by one person, but numerous people. It is also recorded that visitors saw ugly, black-figured monsters in the home. Numerous activities took place in that home, which was confirmed both by medical practitioners, law enforcement agents, and casual visitors. Zach Bagans, a host and producer of the show titled Ghost Adventurers, bought the house in 2014 and demolished it later on. The summary of his report says, "Something was inside that house that had the ability to do things that I have never seen before. Things that others carrying the highest forms of credibility couldn't explain either. There was something there that was very dark, yet highly intelligent and powerful. There was a real portal to hell in this home. All the witnesses saw something spectacular and dreadful in that house. As a matter of fact, the priest who was invited to do a ritual cleansing in the house attested to the fact that demons were there. There were further reports of people picked up and flung against walls and furniture by some supernatural force, strange demonic figures appearing in different shapes like the shadow of a man, a black looming monster, a ghost of a withered old lady with red eyes and a hood, flowing odorless oil from the house wall."
This is the woman who lived in the House of Horrors with her 3 children before Zach Bagans bought it. LaToya Ammons fought back tears when she told us how they fled in terror after her daughter was raised right off her bed. She says the demons sounded like this.
We've waited 5 months. It sounded like something dead.
She says she anointed the rooms with holy oil and read aloud from the Bible, but the nightmare went on and on.
Why is it that a topic Jesus addressed multiple times in his ministry is so often avoided in modern pulpits? It's quite strange, don't you think? Demons are mentioned numerous times throughout the Bible. The Old Testament refers to them directly as demons 3 times, evil spirits 8 times, or sometimes as princes, as seen in Daniel chapter 10. The New Testament mentions demons drastically and considerably more times, calling them either demons, daimonion, or evil spirits. To fully understand the history and evolution of demons, we must start from the beginning. Chapter 1. The Origin of Demons. Honestly, there is some debate regarding the exact origin of demons. The Bible does not provide a comprehensive history of their origin. Therefore, I will present several theories about the origin of demons and allow you to reach your own conclusion. Theory 1. They are fallen angels. Many biblical scholars hold the belief that demons are actually fallen angels. This belief stems from the narrative that Satan, who was originally the angel Lucifer, rebelled against God and was cast out of heaven. According to this account, 1/3 of the heavenly host joined Lucifer in his rebellion. Consequently, these fallen angels are now identified as demons. The Bible, specifically in Matthew 25:41, supports this view. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. The use of the possessive term his by Jesus indicates that these angels are indeed associated with Satan. This verse suggests that hell was created as a place of punishment for Satan and his followers, the fallen angels. Some scholars, however, dispute the idea that demons are fallen angels by pointing to passages such as 2 Peter 2:4 and Jude 1:6, which refer to a specific group of fallen angels who are bound in chains. These verses state, 2 Peter 2:4, For if God did not spare angels when they sinned, but cast them into hell and committed them to chains of gloomy darkness to be kept until the judgment. And Jude 1:6. And the angels who did not stay within their own position of authority, but left their proper dwelling, he has kept in eternal chains under gloomy darkness until the judgment of the great day. These passages imply that some fallen angels are already restrained and awaiting final judgment. However, it is evident that not all fallen angels are bound. Satan, the leader of the rebellion, remains free and active in the world. This raises a significant question. Why would God imprison some of the fallen angels while allowing the chief instigator of the rebellion to remain at large? The fact that Satan is still free to exert influence suggests that not all fallen angels share the same fate. Some might argue that Satan's continued freedom serves a purpose within the divine plan, possibly to test and strengthen the faith of believers. In summary, the identification of demons as fallen angels is supported by biblical texts and the interpretation of various scholars. While there is debate based on certain scriptures that indicate some fallen angels are bound, the overall narrative suggests a distinction between different groups of fallen angels, with Satan and some of his followers remaining unchained. Many scholars believe that demons are fallen angels who fell with Lucifer during his fall. Theory 2. They are the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim spirits that were destroyed during Noah's flood in the book of Genesis. One prevalent alternative explanation for the origin of demons is that they are the disembodied souls of the Nephilim mentioned in Genesis 6. According to this theory, when the Nephilim were destroyed in the flood, their souls did not perish, but instead became the demons. This view suggests a transformation from physical giants to spiritual entities causing harm. While the Bible does not explicitly detail what happened to the souls of the Nephilim after their destruction, proponents of this theory argue that these souls had to go somewhere. The idea is that their wicked nature persisted beyond their physical death, thus finding a new form as demons. However, there are significant theological challenges to this theory. For instance, it seems inconsistent with the nature of God's judgment. If God went to the extent of wiping out the Nephilim with the flood, due to their immense wickedness, it seems unlikely that he would then permit their souls to continue existing as malevolent entities, causing even greater evil in the world. Furthermore, this theory is not universally accepted among scholars and theologians. Many point out that the Bible provides limited information about the fate of the Nephilim's souls, leaving room for various interpretations. Some believe that the Nephilim, as beings resulting from the union of the sons of God and human women, were entirely annihilated in the flood body and soul. Others suggest that their souls might have been confined or judged in a manner that prevents them from continuing their malevolent activities. The hypothesis that demons originated from the Nephilim's disembodied souls is intriguing and offers a way to connect various scriptural references. However, it is important to consider that this is but one of several theories. Without definitive biblical evidence, the origin of demons remains a subject of speculation and debate. These two theories are the most commonly accepted, with the fallen angel theory being the most prevalent. However, there are also some more fringe theories that some people hold, including pre-Adamic race. Some propose that demons originated from a pre-Adamic race of beings that existed before the creation of Adam and Eve. This theory is less common and is based on speculative interpretations of certain biblical passages, such as those suggesting a gap between Genesis 1:1 and Genesis 1:2. Chapter 2. The Life and Ministry of the Lord Jesus Christ. This may seem like an unusual statement, but we can learn a lot from demons. Throughout the ministry of the Lord Jesus Christ, demons feared him and trembled in his presence. Wherever Jesus went, there were encounters with demon spirits. During his ministry, Jesus encountered several individuals possessed by demons, showcasing his divine authority and compassion. Among the most notable examples is the encounter with the Gerasene demoniac. In the region of the Gerasenes, Jesus met a man tormented by a legion of demons. The term legion is significant because it refers to a Roman military unit that could consist of anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 soldiers. This indicates that the man could have been possessed by thousands of demons, emphasizing the severity of his torment. These demons, recognizing Jesus, begged him not to torment them before their time. In a dramatic display of power, Jesus cast the demons out, allowing them to enter a herd of pigs, which subsequently rushed into a lake and drowned. This encounter highlights the astonishing fact that a single person can be possessed by such a vast number of demons, illustrating both the intense suffering of the possessed individual and the immense power of Jesus to deliver him. Another significant encounter involved the daughter of a Canaanite woman. Despite cultural and religious barriers, the desperate mother approached Jesus, pleading for her daughter's deliverance. The demon within the girl had caused great suffering, but Jesus, moved by the woman's faith, cast the demon out, healing her completely. In another instance, a boy possessed by an evil spirit was brought to Jesus after his disciples failed to expel the demon. The spirit caused the boy to convulse and suffer greatly. Jesus, demonstrating his superior authority, rebuked the demon and healed the boy instantly. Mary Magdalene's encounter with Jesus is also significant. She had been possessed by 7 demons, which left her in a state of utter despair. Jesus cast out these demons, transforming her life and making her one of his most devoted followers. In each case, the demon-possessed individuals were in a state of suffering and despair until they met Jesus. The demons, recognizing Jesus' authority, often reacted with fear and submission, ultimately being expelled and allowing their victims to experience freedom and healing. In the year 2024, the prevailing view toward demons has shifted significantly, reflecting broader societal trends towards secularism and materialism. It is disheartening to observe that the vast majority of people no longer believe in the existence of demons or the spirit world. This disbelief is rooted in several factors. Over the past few decades, secularization has gained momentum, particularly in Western societies. Demons, once recognized as real beings, are now often seen as mythological constructs or psychological projections. In our day and age, many people no longer believe in the existence of demons. We live in a generation where demons are seen as mere fictional characters, no more real than vampires, Bigfoot, or the Loch Ness Monster. This is the mindset of our times, a generation that even sings songs about demons. Do they know they are glamorizing something so dangerous? Do they understand what they are flirting with? Do they have any idea of what they are dealing with? This perception is a reflection of our current world, where demons are considered no more real than characters in fiction novels. Yet the Gospels repeatedly show that wherever Jesus Christ went, there were confrontations with demons. The idea that demons have ceased to exist is a misconception with no scriptural basis. The truth is, in the world we live in, there are spiritual beings. In the world we live in, there are real, unclean, evil spirits. In the world we live in, there are real people who are genuinely and truly demon-possessed. There is a quote that says, "The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he does not exist." This one trick has allowed him to operate as the God of this world, working behind the scenes with most people entirely unaware of his influence. Can you not see it? Look at the state of the world. Common sense seems to have disappeared, and people now call good evil and evil good. Realities of right and wrong have become distorted. Demons are real, and their influence is more pervasive than ever. Yet society tries to bury this truth. Even today, there are events that transpire which we cannot simply explain away. By dismissing the existence of the devil and demons, we leave ourselves vulnerable to their influence, unable to recognize or combat the spiritual battles being waged around us. This denial only strengthens their hold on the world.